From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hey there, the name's Nukem, Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. For some unknown reason, enjoy.
What's going on, nerds, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. We are finishing our Venom series with Venom: The Last Dance from 2024. Joining me on the show, as always, for these Venom episodes and Spider-Man episodes and basically any Marvel episodes. What's going on, Will?
Hi.
How art's thou?
Lizard.
Oh,
Lizard.
so you've jumped on that one too?
It's so funny. It's Lizard.
Because I have a whole soundboard of that button. It's bad. Like there's tequila da 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 da, and instead of tequila it says lizard. I become very annoying to a lot of people with it.
Lizard. Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Symbiote.
Holy crap! It was actually, before we get into it, hi Susie.
Hi,
How's your mental state after that?
I'm here.
Just here?
Just here.
Okay.
Looking at adorable pictures of my daughter at 1 year old.
Which was almost a full year ago.
Scary.
Yeah, she's gonna be 2 soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes! That is kind of scary.
Yeah, but do you know what that means? That
Uh,
means one of the best generation of starters.
Gen 2.
Gen 2.
Well, I'm kind of hoping she picks a certain one.
I know. I'm kind of thinking she will.
It's Cyndaquil, Torchic? No, not Torchic.
Totodile
Totodile,
and Chikorita.
Chikorita. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, it's okay. It's been a couple days. But let's get into Venom: The Last Dance for tonight. As I said, it came out last year. It had all your recurring people from Let There Be Carnage and the first Venom movie. This movie debuted October 25th. It is 109 minutes. It had a starting budget of 115 million and brought home 478.9 million. And if you were hoping we were going to see more symbiotes, this was the movie you were looking for, because we got a lot of them. We got a bunch of characters that I still am not sure who he is. But I was excited to see Scream, and we saw Scream, or not Scream, Siren. Right, that was Siren at the end, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I wasn't just... Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out who the dude that was in jail, in like that space prison thing, that wants all the symbiotes so he can be free and burn the world down. Still trying to figure out who that is.
Welcome to Google.
Yeah, I don't remember what that symbiote was called.
Was he a symbiote, though?
I don't know.
Had a symbiote. Good old blue.
But I kind of enjoyed... I thought I was going to dislike this movie. I really did. And then it kind of... I like this better than Let There Be Carnage. Let me start with that. There were a lot of symbiotes that I'm happy they paid it off at the end of the movie, but this comes basically full circle with Venom and Eddie, where they are basically one again, and they're acting like best friends. And what best friends do, um, as we saw, is they fight for one another. And throughout this movie, they go back and forth between being exposed and not being exposed, to the point where at the end of the movie, which spoilers, Venom is like, I'm saving you. Just please don't forget me," and ends up sacrificing himself for it. And I actually felt emotion with that. And I wasn't expecting, because I was so checked out from Let There Be Carnage, um, to actually feel that way. Will, what are your thoughts on the movie and how it played out?
Mm, they teased us really bad.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, they built up to start Null, and we didn't actually get Null.
Who's that?
He's the god of symbiotes.
Is that who's up in?
He's the one in that throne.
Okay, so that's who I was talking about. As I think we lost Susie. Let's gain Susie back because her internet went poo poo.
No,
He's the
it
one
wasn't
that-
my internet.
He's the one that was locked up in that throne that set those creatures down to Earth to find the symbiote beacon, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
who
the
I was
Codex.
talking about.
My phone booted me off of the Zoom call.
Well, that's not
Oh,
good.
that's
Will, what's that character's name again?
Null.
Null.
Yes.
And what's why is he locked up? Why did they lock him up?
Because he's
it really
freaking-
wasn't.
nutty Coco Man.
Nutty Coco Man.
He's evil.
He basically wants to turn the entire world into symbiotes. Oh, I'm sorry, universe.
Yes.
So he's the reason for Planet Venom in that Spider-Man animated TV show? Maximum Venom, because he wanted to make everything Venom?
Mm,
You could argue that. I don't know that totally fits, but I
Yeah.
mean, you could argue that.
Well, even in the game, everybody becomes Venom.
Yeah, but that was more they made it like it was Venom that caused that like did it and didn't really hint to Null at all.
Okay.
But because Null is interesting to say the least.
Well, give us a little bit of background.
I don't even know that much about Null.
Null is an anomaly. They try to avoid, like, so they'll touch Null in comics, but like anything in the movies or like animated, they tend to shy away from Null. So not much is really known about Null.
Correct.
I mean, technically, Null is like the essence of nothingness. So it's interesting that he'd want to create a planet full of. Actually, you know what? That makes sense. It's devoid of humans.
As I'm looking up Null. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot on Null. It's just he's not.
Primordial deity that came into being following the destruction of the sixth iteration of the cosmos, the endless void until the celestials. So can we see this stuff in Disney Marvel? Because it looks like there's a lot of Disney Marvel characters that do come into this, but it's also still a Sony character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Celestials, Fantastic Four, the Silver Surfers, their Ego the Living Planet. Eddie Brock meets Null in the comic books uh, with Shield. Kind of weird. And Carnage ended up freeing him. Apparently, I'm just going off of hit bullet points and everything. Uh, I kind of wanted to see more outside of a couple quick scenes to try to give us a little bit more of a background on who he is, why he's there, and outside of Will saying, and I think Venom said he's freaking batshit crazy. But I did love the. Go ahead.
Null is like the base of the hive mind.
Okay.
Because Clintars, so I call them symbiotes for the most part, but they're species of symbiote. They're called Clintars. Basically they function as like a hive mind and all under the control of basically Null.
But at what point do the symbiotes have their own free will? Because as you can see, those 8 of them at the end.
It's a range thing.
Oh. Boy needs a better satellite.
When they have like a host, it makes them immune-ish.
Okay. Okay. Back to how this movie progressed. We'll talk about how you felt this movie went about in where it started, where it kind of started to get going with action wise, and then the big climax at the end, because there is one part of this movie that I feel like was not necessary at all. It could all have been cut. Sorry, Otto Hightower. You and your family did not need to be in this movie whatsoever. That whole family was a 10-15 minutes of this movie that did not even need to be in there.
Aw. I liked the family.
Did you really? I thought it was a waste of time.
I think it was a nice relief. Like it wasn't necessary, but it was a nice little pause.
like a come down after the action scenes.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I could see it that way, but it got boring and boring fast. Like the scenes just lasted too long, and you're just like, get to wherever you're going already.
I will say that the last fight in this movie is my favorite out of all the Venoms.
Oh, absolutely. From the minute the assistant takes Venom without anybody knowing and Eddie Brock getting shot, to the point where I was like, I guess that's how he dies. Cool. Perfect. And then the symbiote transfer, I was like, oh, you guys are screwed. You guys are, he's eating you. That creature is eating you. And just demolishes some of these symbiotes. And I'm like, okay, we're just going to kill all of them. And does Siren, that main scientist lady, does she keep Siren? Does Siren stay with her? I think her, like Dr. Payne, I think it's what her name was. Because it's never said if she relinquishes Siren or not. But it looks like she just breaks it, becomes it, and then it makes me feel like we're getting more.
I mean, this movie 100% built up.
But does it build up into another Venom movie, or is it going to be a mash of other people?
Oh.
See, this is a hard question to answer.
Null is an Avengers level threat.
Oh, no shit.
Null is actually more to an extent a universe-wide threat. Even non-Avengers have to get involved every time.
Okay. So they probably won't introduce him, I guess, into the MCU after they beat the Galactus. Or is he's not a bigger force than Galactus, right?
I'd say
Because so Marvel's doing their stuff weird. Like Thanos, great, perfect. Isn't Galactus like the biggest villain Marvel has, basically?
well, so my understanding of the comic verse is that Galactus is the Fantastic Four's greatest adversary. The Avengers do take Galactus on, but most of the time when you see the Silver Surfer and Galactus, it has to do with the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Or the Fantastic Four and X-Men. It's not really an Avengers kind of situation. At least that's just how I've seen it in different things that I've looked up and researched and whatnot. Now to say that Galactus is a bigger threat than Null, I think that depends on perspective.
Okay.
But
I'm trying to figure out where everything is going to eventually meet.
The problem with the problem I have with trying to figure that out is
Sony versus Marvel.
Yeah. I would love to see a bigger crossover. I'd love to see Eddie Brock come back. I would love to see another Tom Hardy movie where he's with the Avengers.
It'll never happen, but I want Marvel to buy back Spider-Man and its properties. It'll never happen.
Been trying.
Yeah.
Sony's being. It's why Sony keeps making stuff, because if like the actual Sony stuff.
Well, it's also why Disney and Sony entered into a partnership for the Tom Holland movies. Tom Holland is technically employed by Disney, but Sony is producing. Like it's a weird partnership.
I think it's the other way around. I think he's employed by Sony but licensed to Disney. If that makes any sense.
It could be that way. But they have a unique partnership specifically for the Spider-Man movies. Because they wanted Spider-Man to come into the Avengers. Which is why they're able to use like Robert Downey Jr. in Spider-Man, the Spider-Man movies and everything else. So I mean, I'd like to see Disney and Sony like work together more. We see that it's effective. We see that it does work.
It's just a money thing, though.
I don't know that it's a necessarily a money thing as much as we have created differences.
I 100% think the only reason why, because I could be wrong here, Disney has the backing of more money than God.
But the amount of people that walk into its amusement parks every day.
They could literally throw any dollar amount at Sony, and Sony's only going to keep it because Spider-Man and its properties is their biggest moneymaker. If they offset Spider-Man, what else do they have? Disney bought Fox to buy Fox, Fantastic Four, the X-Men, just because they wanted them there.
Well, that and Fox was also struggling, so this was a profitable deal for Fox.
Yeah, they were able to for change on the dollar.
Sony is still making money off of Spider-Man, so I don't foresee Sony giving up Spider-Man.
Out of everything Marvel's done, Sony Spider-Man is the biggest Marvel character that they have.
But I think it's, I guess to add to, it being a money thing, I think it's more of a creative difference. I think Sony wants to take their vision in a different direction than Disney wants to take theirs. So it would be great for them to develop some form of a partnership to at least do some form of a movie where we see an amazing crossover. But they all gotta sit around a round table and hash out their differences and figure out the best way to cross that bridge.
Yeah, because the problem is Marvel wants all their stuff back. They want everything to be under Marvel. The only thing they don't have is Spider-Man. It's the only thing they don't have is the Spider-Man IP.
Well,
They don't have the Venom either.
and well,
Venom
means...
is under the Spider-Man IP because it's like it's Venom is considered Spider-Verse.
Oh,
yeah,
That's why they have Mobius. I'm sorry, Morb. That's like any of the Spider-Man IP characters. Because Venom did start as a Spider-Man villain over his own thing at first.
What you guys actually think of the Venom character in this movie? Because I thought, not Eddie Brock's character, like straight Venom, he was funny as shit this whole time.
do you mean Tom
Venom
Hardy was funny
interesting
the whole
this
time?
around.
Well, Tom Hardy always has that charismatic attitude. What for what we didn't have in Let There Be Carnage with the Venom character, because I thought the Venom character was very bland and kind of dumb, makes it up for in this movie with all the one-liners, the oh shit, and goes completely incognito, I'm out, and they fall off of 747, and then Venom tells them that was a 737.
I'm not gonna say this is an accurate comparison, but what do you think of Venom being in his adolescence in the Venom movie, being a teenager, young adult in Let There Be Carnage, and now he's a mature adult
I mean, I could very much see that.
in Last Dance? And the only reason I even thought of that is because of your comment about how boring he was in 2. And I'm like, he went off, he got his independence, he was finding himself. He sounds like a teenager, young adult. That early 20s where you're just figuring out who you are and what you want to do, what you want to be. That's exactly what that sounds like.
Yeah, I think you hit that nail right on the head. But now that I think about it, and just the very mature aspect of having the responsibility to have the beacon on him and knowing what to do, how to deal with it, and making the very tough decision that Venom does at the end to save Eddie and basically sacrifice himself.
I think this trilogy, I mean, when you look at it from that perspective, this trilogy just really showed the growth of Venom. And I would compare it to the growth of Iron Man in his 3 movies.
I just got horn drilled.
Huh?
Horn drill of all fucking things.
Oh.
Why would the seal just have a horn drill?
Why not? It has a horn. I don't know. I got nothing.
Continue with what you were saying there, Susie.
But I mean, you can compare it to the different, trilogies we've seen. Captain America, even, where we see him start off. Yes, he was a young adult in the first movie. Got it. But he was figuring out who he was, what he wanted to do, who he wanted to be. And 2 tested that.
Yeah.
It tested his resolve. It tested his morals. And then 3 just popped it all out of the water.
I wouldn't even stop there. Tony Stark from the first Iron Man is completely different than the Tony Stark Iron Man that we had in Endgame.
Yeah.
Not just Iron Man 1, 2, 3. I mean, like the full arc of Tony.
But I mean, I'm specifically looking at the 3 movies that are specifically like Iron Man or specifically like Captain America, because Venom's not in like one of the big party movies. But like you see a lot of growth over those 3 movies. I think Venom though did it the best. I think Venom, you can really see the growth and the strive to be better. Not great, just better. So, well, what are your thoughts? He looks like he has thoughts.
This movie was just good, man. I can't handle it.
Huh?
This movie was just good. I can't handle it.
Oh man.
I mean,
Um.
I was really happy that if they leave it at a trilogy, and I don't think they are with how this movie ends. I'm very happy because it does wrap up very well
Mhm.
with Eddie Brock making it to New York, getting the flashbacks of Venom, and they're done basically. But then in the post credits, the first post credit scene, it cuts to Null saying, "I'm not done, and I'm gonna basically glass the planet." So there's that. But we've also seen movies end on kind of small cliffhangers before.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
keep going back to The Dark Knight Rises
Yes.
with Robin or
Mhm.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character finding the Batcave, and I'm just like,
Yep.
McFly, hello.
Um. For me, it's Eternals, because as much as Eternals did not do good at the box office
I
and
wasn't a
really was
fan.
not well received, um, it left on a cliffhanger. I need to know what happened to Cersei.
I think we'll eventually get that, and we'll also understand the Kit Harrington. Like,
Yes. Yes, 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 yes,
so
yes.
I'm pretty
That
sure that
character.
was Mashika Ali's character at being Blade talking to him the minute he picked up the sword.
So that was one I was looking forward
Mhm.
to. Um, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see. There's a bug in my face.
I know, we saw it multiple
Mm.
times.
Um,
Hapa.
but I do agree. That's definitely like it wrapped it up nicely, but also left it on a cliffhanger. So it could go either way.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that they at least left us that. Um, I will have to say though, if they do bring Venom back, I really hope Tom Hardy comes back so that they could do like a passing of the torch.
If not, keep it with Eddie Brock.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking like if like Tom Hardy doesn't really want to like come back, like they should do a passing of the torch.
Or if they do another Venom movie or what have you,
Hmm.
have that little fragment of Venom that was left in the MCU attach itself to a certain spider.
That would be interesting. There are rumors about that for the new Spider-Man movie.
Or or do we finally meet Gwen, or does that little symbiote attach itself to um Zendaya's character? Shit. MJ.
MJ.
Holy crap, that was a mental flip. Phew. Or if we all want to be funny, J. Jonah Jameson.
No, no, maybe for like 5 minutes because I think that would be hilarious, and then no.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
That should be a post-credit scene.
But with
It was
with
a 5-minute post-credit scene with Venom attached to Joe Jonah Jameson, so we can all leave theater laughing.
yeah, it's oh hell no. Off to the
Yeah.
next person.
Hmm.
Um, but overall, before we give our actual like final points on what we thought about this movie, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow. Um, we got a lot of stuff coming up next week. We're not too sure about if we're having a show. I'm trying to figure out. Maybe we hit a patriotic show for next week because
Got an idea. I got a
I
couple.
I have one, and I'm just gonna throw it out here, just because it was on TV today and I decided to watch it. Long ass movie, The Patriot.
Please, 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 please,
Seriously?
please,
Okay, I don't care. Jason Isaacs, Mel Gibson,
please.
um, shoot, it's the guy who played Joker.
Heath Ledger.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, Sleepless Nights suck.
Yes, they do. Um, The Patriot is one of those few movies that I literally, in the middle of summer, found on TV, watched the whole thing. My mother walked in. She goes, "What are you watching?" And I'm like, "It's The Patriot." And then I found the book. So I was a very happy girl.
Yeah, I've seen the movie an ungodly amount of times,
Yes.
but
Yes.
absolutely feel like rewatching it, and especially with it. You know,
Ooh. However, in a month, I have to bring this up. I have to
spooky
because
season.
it's my favorite time of year. I get to see how many times I can make AJ jump out of a chair.
Oh, I don't like how you say that. Ugh. What movies are we doing again this year?
And even better, I have to do it and not wake up the baby. It's a challenge.
And what movies are we doing again this year?
I have way too many movies to pick from. So I was hoping that our wonderful audience could help and drop your favorite spooky time scary movie. There will be a family friendly one for us to do, but
I'm a baby bitch. I'm a baby bitch. I'm a little baby bitch. 'Cause I can't do scary boo.
which is why I normally AJ and I normally watch them together, and with our best friend Paul. It is our year, almost, it's basically a yearly tradition at this point. The three of us get together and we watch scary movies. Um Sometimes my kids get involved. My kid got to watch Jeepers Creepers last year. That was very entertaining. Oh,
Well,
kid, go to sleep.
I
Kid,
could
go to sleep.
I
Kid,
could
go to sleep.
tell you that we have some of our October stuff already put out.
Put out.
Did you not know?
No.
Okay, well, we are missing just one day, and I'll put a poll up on
Oh.
our social medias.
Oh
Um,
yes. Oh, I was bored.
October
But I got
2nd,
that far.
October 2nd, we are doing the 2000, I think, 23 Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
October 9th, it's E.T.
E.T. phone home.
October 16th, we are doing The Quiet Place slash The Quiet Place Part 2, which that's going to be a Susie's coming here and we're watching it here because there's no effing way that I'm watching that by myself.
No, so we need one more movie, and then we're going to. Well, technically, we're going to need probably another movie, but we're going to end with The Purge,
Yeah.
and I am not watching that one by myself.
The
Y'all get to sit with me while we watch that one.
the date that's absent of a movie that I'll let you guys know, and then we'll put a poll up on our social medias. It's 28 Days Later, Us, The Descent, Doctor Sleep, Silence of the Lamb, Silent Hill, The New Boogeyman from 2023, Boogeyman from '05, and Candyman. So we'll put a poll up. I'll probably
Yeah.
do that probably at some point tomorrow. Um, to see which one you guys want to choose for us. And I'm going to say please be kind. Susie's going to say give AJ hell.
Susie's going to say that the challenge this year is last year. The challenge was to not wake my kid. My kid sleeps through everything, so that was we were setting the bar really really high. This year he's gonna have a 3-month old. So who doesn't sleep through the night?
Mm-mm.
So the name of the game is don't wake the baby up. That is the name of the game
Remember
this
that
year.
old TV show? Oh, TV show, that old game board, Don't Wake Daddy?
Yeah, don't wake daddy. I lost at that every time.
Oh, yeah, because I would hit the button and he would wake right up, and I was like, I'd have to go back like
Uh
so
huh.
many places.
Oh yeah.
But before we close up shop, let's give everybody our actual final review of Venom, The Last Dance. Will, I'll let you go first since you're Master Venom here.
I need no. I need more no. Give me all the no.
Pretty sure Null will give a lot to you. Sorry, that was bad. My apologies.
You've clearly been cooped up in a house with a 2-month-old.
You think I'm bad?
I talk to her daily. I know.
Deuce?
I like I honestly, this movie is so worth watching. Even if you're not like, you aren't the biggest fan of, Let There Be Carnage, and you're like, oh, the last movie is gonna lose its luster. I feel like this one like upped the game.
Yeah.
So definitely worth watching. It's definitely worth watching to see all of the different symbiotes come out and fight in that final fight sequence, and how they interact with each other. So
I very much enjoyed this movie after Let There Be Carnage. There were parts of Let There Be Carnage that I did like, but there was a majority of it that I had a lot of issues with. Coming back and watching The Last Dance, I thought it was going to suck some major, major donkey balls. I had a lot of fun with it. The family I felt like wasn't needed. Susie mentioned that it's a nice come down after some of the action set pieces.
Mhm.
But I had a lot of fun with it. I very much enjoyed seeing all the symbiotes and how they all work together to try to protect Venom, while then at the end Venom sacrificing himself really pulled at some heartstrings because you become so attached to Eddie and Venom as a tag team together. So give it a shot. Give the whole 3 movies a shot. Maybe we get a fourth at some point with Null being the major bad guy. But who knows? Who knows what the world has? There's been no talk on a movie having Null in it, so it's probably gonna be a a surprise if he shows up at a post credit scene or not somewhere somehow.
It might be something they're working up towards after they deal with Doom.
Doom, doom, doom.
Oh, okay. Fair
Doom,
point.
doom, doom.
It's the only thing I could think of right now. Or he'll just be a Spider-Man, like he'll just be a villain in like Spider-Man.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
3 of us enjoyed this movie. Go check it out. Next week we are doing Mel Gibson's The Patriot. Just to throw a little bit of wrench and everything, have some fun, and yeah, a long ass movie. We're doing the rated R version, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking.
I didn't know there was another version.
There's a PG-13 version of this movie. I think it's like a half hour, 45 minutes shorter.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've only watched the rated R version.
But take care, everybody. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow, and we will see you next week.
Well, bye.
Why?